Hello, this is what part is it even? Part 11 of my Star Druid solo on a mode run. Last things we did were to kill Cazador and Viconia. But I realized I forgot the loot in Viconia. I was checking the combat log and I didn't actually grab her shield, which I want. Gotta go back and grab that.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. City peaceful, my
Did a bit of thinking about what to do next. I'm gonna go with Raphael. Checkmate. Yeah, I'm highly confident that I'll get to 12 before I fight him, and then I'm not gonna get much stronger without fighting him. So it's time to give it a go.
Let's see.
I think I've got to talk to Astarion too. He's not going to be happy we killed Cazador without him. I'm trying to do a good run, so you know that's not the thing that makes him happiest, but it doesn't feel evil to deny him the chance to ascend and talk him out of it. It's a bit rude, but I'm okay with it. Alright, with Viconia's mace, I should never need the Hill Giant strength again. I might use the adamantine if I really need to use a different helmet. That's still possible. Alright, off to the city wall. I also did a little bit of thinking about what feat I would take at 12. There are a lot of options. No slam dunk wins. I kind of wish I had taken Wisdom ASI to get me to 20, and then I could have used the mirror to go above. Unlink my party.
What was she trying to summon?
So all the items for the ritual are in the room.
Might be worth a look. What sort of curio shop has authentic infernal objects?
So I don't really remember the pattern. I just remember the items and do a bit of trial and error. I think the coin goes in the middle. Nope. Marble in the middle. I'm pretty confident my minions will come through. I might move them a bit closer just in case. Wait, will them jump to me? Anyway, we'll go through.
Still alive, so that's progress. Have to keep going. I don't hear the Emperor.
Curiosity!
As the figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return. The figure...
Now whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate. Remember, he'll be home soon, though. The hammer is the key. Right? But I like you. Can you save me? Oh, but
The rat.
No one stopped me yet.
Probably want fire resist in here. I don't think I have any other source of it. Nope. So some of the first times I snuck around a bit, but then now I just try to trigger the whole place going hostile sooner, just so I can start fighting them. This guy doesn't matter.
Creeping, stalking, walking, crawling. I see you.
And are we in the starry? We're still in starry form. Could do a short rest to top these guys up.
I'll feel that one later.
Just looking to piss people off ASAP. That instantly took out the Dryad. Think the ball's gonna come down? Yeah, ball's rolling towards us. If you can stun a ball. Immune to stun, and he failed the save. Okay. Now we know.
Survival is all that matters.
And then do they have any vulnerabilities? Not radiant. Not much, just thunder. And cold. Thunder and cold. I don't see much else. I don't really have repeatable thunders and colds. I assume you can't make it wet either. Start with some spikes just because it's over to spell. You tidy up the other enemies first.
Anyway.
Oh, was he immune to psychic? Yeah, fully immune. It's weird, I can't use the breath.
One day I'll catch a break.
Oh, I forgot to reapply Kreska's favor when I swapped items. Even though it's doing half damage, I think Upcast Moonbeam's still the move. Should have used my fly to get a little further. The Star Druid fly ability is like a little jump. I just feel like it makes sense to put the lightning damage into the ball, but it could also make sense to focus down the enemies I already had on me. Definitely too grouped up at the moment. Hellish Sphere, on save they take half. Did save. $18 halved, but not halved again? It might be they ignore fire resist, as some of the Hellfire effects do. And my starter turn damage. Anyway. Can I hit Sphere and Maragon? Just. There's more enemies here, but they're not super scary. It's all about the sphere, but could be annoying to be attacked from both sides. But it would allow me, I could just run past and go back to the starting room, have them choke pointed a little. Alright, again, we'll hit the ball. Out, going in the moonbeam. Very little damage. Distance everything, of course. What it is. So here would definitely aggro these guys, but they seem to be not in the fight quite yet. Spread them out a little. Oh, that's nice. Shield or woe? Shield is a once per day. What was like 4? That shield is from my amulet, not from a spell slot. That's annoying. Melee or ranged or oh, 8 brain. In this area I don't want to get knocked off the cliff, so I think I'm wearing boots of striding. Good time to check perhaps. Yep, and make sure I keep concentration. You know, he struggled with the door a bit, but he got through and hit me, and it's an inspiring story. I kind of feel better about that than if he just got stuck and I killed him that way. The hell sphere that could... Alright, this guy's on 1. Surely us can finish that off. Not today. Oh. Ooh. Interesting jump maneuver. We got him, we just don't want to hit our friends too much. We're still in combat after this. Otherwise, I would consider cancelling the moonbeam, because this is just a recipe for them to run into it as soon as the fight ends. Alright, am I on fire from the hell stuff? Nope. Okay, we're 48.
Very well.
Only fighting a imp. Might teleport to be safe. Warp over so I don't slip into moonbeam. So he got the Hellfire debuff on him. Those resistance and immunities. So he may be dead next turn. Don't see a good angle, just move him up. Alright, we'll turn anyway on 8. And I spike growth for the first couple, and then I went into moonbeams. So I'll still have a few turns of moonbeam. I try to reuse it.
Over, then through.
Might be wise to drink a potion at least. And I'll put him on the front line.
Still on my feet.
How much was that? Vengeful detonation. Should I be worried about that? Concentration broken, but it was just the end of that spell.
Time to push my luck again.
Oh, this guy's nearly dead, so maybe I finish him off. Anywhere here that's not on fire?
Light on my feet.
Just the boar. I hope he can't knock me anywhere scary. Feels like if he moves anywhere, he'll die of the fire. Oh, that's scary. I'm not concentrating. Should have thought about that. Little us is dead. So even a level 2 moonbeam might be nice. Or a 3. We're probably going to refresh them pretty soon. It's just because I'm slightly scared about some kind of weird knockback that I wanted to put a new concentration spell on, so Boots of Striding are in effect, which means I can't be moved again. Cancel that moonbeam.
Moving in.
Alright, so we lost a lot of friends. Did we clear this room? Looks like it. Can he even cancel it? He can't even cancel that. It's a non-concentrating AoE, which is cool, but you might want to turn it off sometimes. And I think he can leave one going at a time. Oh, I guess so. I could have placed it somewhere else. Yep.
Looking ahead. Don't waste a step.
Yeah, so I'm denied about the feat I was going to take for 12. I don't think this is the optimal Star Druid build. Optimal Star Druid probably involves some multiclassing, but I've made it to 11 without multiclassing, so kind of figured I'd take the last step. I'm going to go tough. I definitely consider resilient con to help with constitution saves and raise the minimum amount of damage required to break my concentration. And also considered lucky, mobile, and magic initiates for sanctuary or shield. That'll go with tough. And like I said earlier, I think if I thought about it differently, I think maybe if you take the ASI first, you can use the mirror to go to 22. I might have done that if I'd thought about it.
Here, the chaos of the world is dimmed. Here, the violence of life is pacified.
Alrighty,
Here,
but we got another
is
fight with Imps and Harleap. And what else? We've got a couple kind of trash mobs on the way. Want to make them easy.
That took the edge off.
Easiest might be Owlbear. Whenever I'm trying to avoid using spell slots, that's what has turned out to be best. I've tried, you know, using a bow or using my level 1 spell slots, the guiding bolts.
Let's get going.
And certainly the bonus action attacks you get, the Starry Archer or the Starry Breath, are strong, but this is better. I wonder if you could warp invisible. Or in stealth. Pretty sure you can't. Let's find out though. Yeah, that stayed in stealth.
What now? These boots have seen everything.
There's another sphere that's going to come down the hall. Doesn't always join the fight, so I'd kind of prefer it doesn't. I can scout ahead a bit. Alright, so stunned and surprised. Good start.
Does this count as adventuring?
Can we hit 3 with the... Now he doesn't need to move if they're all surprised. Yep. Oh, here comes the ball. Okay, that's because my character stepped here. So that's not great. And these new entries won't be surprised, unfortunately. Which means they get a go this turn, which means I am moving out. Moving down the hall. Kind of want to jump in there for some damage, but probably better off switching out, doing some AoE. So, considering whether the better bonus action is Crushing Flight or something I would do in a caster form, and I could Crushing Flight for more damage in here, or I could Crushing Flight out for more distance away. That feels safest to me. There's a lot of enemies there. Crushing Flight out, dismiss Wild Shape. I'll do a new concentration spell. And then run some more.
Don't waste a step.
So most of skipping, but the ball's going to be rolling in. Oh, maybe I didn't need to run that far away. It didn't do much. stack these AoEs. Two hits, was that lucky or do I need to be worried? 17 and 20. They have a +9. So they hit about 40% of the time. Okay. And why were they rolling against 23? Interesting. I'll probably Ice Storm once the ball's in range. In the meantime, I'll just try to pick off this guy without going closer. And maybe a top up. Oh no, it's a good time to put my dragon form back on. That's crazy end of turn damage because both AoEs hit him. It's just popping most of them. Alright, how far did the ball get? Not that far. There's not much for this guy to do because, well, he can move the AoE forward slightly so that if they do get through, they maybe they can't Eldritch Blast. And we'll get around some corners probably.
Where do I go from here?
We just want them to all funnel through.
These boots have seen everything.
I'm being a bit like greedy using all my spell slots because I'm confident that we'll be able to refill it after this. And any good use of the bonus. Oh, this is a good time to try out the constellation thing. So, past level 10 Star Druid, you could change constellations every turn. You can dip into Archer when you can't get close enough to do your breath attack, but you only want to do that when you're confident you're not going to get hit. So I don't think this ball will move far. Yep. Ollie seems confused by the situation. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you only want to do that when you're confident you're not going to get hit, because then you won't lose your concentration, and then you can switch back to dragon on the next turn, or when you think you're in danger of any chance of getting hit, especially while your concentration spell's working, like here. Doing a good job, we don't want to risk it. So I could duck into dragon, even though I'm pretty confident, but I can switch back to archer next turn anyway. He doesn't want to go in there. He's just gonna pass because I think his AoE's in the right spot, and he doesn't want to move in and just getting hit. But I will next turn. We get a bit closer. Fly in. Teleport out. Is this a spell? Seems like no. So you could do it while silenced.
Blood comes easy
Didn't know
these
that.
days.
That's good to know. It's tempting to move in and use the breath, but how close do I need to get? Yeah.
Move.
I could have moved in way closer and got Harleap, but I want to get pretty far away again. We'll throw another guided bolt. Fly in, teleport out. Get it yet again. That's so I don't draw the attack of opportunity, leaving melee.
Can't even catch my breath.
Alright, again, the concentration spell's still doing work. Gonna kill Harleap's solo. I forget if you can move the orb. You can move the orb, that's great. It also was most vulnerable to thunder. He's just moving real slow through that, and every time he gets hit he's going into his defensive form. Oh, he's out, he's out. Alright, so that insect swarm has done its dash.
Won't give in.
Looks like it's over. Did I end it somehow? This is only round 7, but maybe somehow I stop concentrating on insect plague. And hit. Not sure why.
With haste.
Hey Brakka, how's it going?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Knocked prone, he can't do the escape. And I'm going to Moonbeam to kill him, and hopefully the ball will run into it as well.
What path lies before me?
Seems pretty likely.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Yeah, they got him. 10 more.
I've got a long road ahead. At the ready.
I guess I'm right here. Do I? No, I can refill. I can refill spell slots multiple times, so I should go get them now. Oh, did I loot him?
Anything of use? Here we go.
So yeah, mixed opinions about the Helldusk gloves. I thought they'd be an upgrade, but the more I've thought about it, less likely that they help. Because it'll be +1 to spell save DC, which would be amazing. It would make my moonbeams DC higher, less saves, more damage, 5% more damage or something. But then, without applying reverberation, this is lowering their saves. So Constitution Index. So it's already, yeah, the gloves are on average doing a bit of that already. And the occasional damage and the occasional knockdown. It would only be better like on that first attack, like before there's any reverberation in a shorter fight. You know, the first shot, you could hit a hold person or a powerful first hit. But yeah, the reverberation's been doing so much so far, like it was doing only a D4 Thunder, but it's every third hit, and then when it's not doing damage, it's lowering saves. See, that first one is going to be, they failed to save. DC was 11. Right, DC was 17. It would have been 18 with the gloves on. But then for the second attack, well, that's different because that was a spell attack. But if I moonbeamed, he would have -2 to save. So even the second ability, the current gloves would have been better. Oh, it's too close. Making the miss, is it? Oh, reverberation. And anytime it knocks them prone, it's obviously amazing. -1 to their strength, dex, and saving throws. So it shouldn't. I don't think it'll lower their to hit usually, but like yeah, they only need to spend 1 turn prone every few fights, and it's made a huge difference.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Oh, we're done.
Must be on my way.
Done all our actions already. Not sure why I ran away, but
Never a dull moment. Can't slow down. Right tool will do the trick.
oh wow. Two angelic slumbers. Probably don't need to rest again.
Show your invitation.
That might be worth a look.
Okay, anything I need to do to prepare for this? I think I want the Crux Amulet on, and it will give me that ability back. What else did I learn? Ketheric's shield gives me damage and dex saves, and Viconia's would be saves against all spells. Spell attack rolls against you have disadvantage. Okay, so that is very good versus Raphael and his buddies. The other spells I should use before I click this? I don't think so. I guess I could conjure us. Oh, and I can Kreska lightning. Or maybe I'll check Raphael's resists. I think he's got lightning resist. I think he's got similar set of resist to those rolly balls. Oh, way less. He doesn't have radiant because he's got the retaliation. But he's totally vulnerable to psychic, radiant force, thunder. He does have lightning and cold resist, so and poison resist. But if I recall correctly, he's immune to a lot of poisons. Anything but fire seems sensible. I just always find myself thinking about it and then picking lightning, because when would you not want to lightning bolt and chain lightning people? And it gives you lightning charges as well. That's never bad. Alright, restoration. Yeah, and then I get spell slot back as well. Top up this guy. I'm gonna do Rescue Hope, but I feel like the
magic keyword. That'll help us in the archive.
the other summons won't actually be helpful. The ones made of wood, because there's a lot of like flying creatures that I'm just gonna ignore. Can't believe You get 3 angelic slumbers. Is that lucky or is that always? It's probably the sort of thing that if I'd gotten before, I've hoarded and never used. And can I just keep clicking these? I forget. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, so I just got those level 1 slots back too. Oh yeah, trip to the library.
Never a dull moment. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Need to find a way forward. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Vandalisms, but without the hammer, you can't take me.
So for this I do plan to rescue Hope and try to keep her alive. I'm gonna run out of the room. I might do some kind of pre-buff for her.
There it is. It appears
So
to
she
be
can get out of
protected by
there.
an energy for the
A
magic.
lot of the time in the past I've... Yeah. I think even in the last run I was considering trying to keep her alive and she died on the first turn. They just all blasted her. Amulet's huge. I haven't been using a particularly good amulet the whole game. And setting to 23, that means these are my saves. Sweet Stone Features one's random, but the rest are not. Meaning, yeah, the plus 12, the absolute minimum is a plus 10. And then also the dragon form means the minimum I can roll on a concentration save is a 10. So that's a minimum of 20. So they'd need to do over that amount of damage. I think that means 40. They'd have to do 42 damage to have any chance of me failing a save of concentration. And that just went up from... Well, it went up by 6, from 36 to 42. But that's the sort of number I want in the final act. Needing to be hit for 20 plus early on and 30 plus in the mid game served me well for sure. I don't think I have had my concentration broken well in dragon form the whole game, but definitely it's overperformed for what I expected. Can probably, may as well top up. Yeah, so I don't think that Ride will help much, but I guess she doesn't hurt. Soaks hits. She can melee if they come forward. Let's just take her in and see how she goes. Yeah, I really shouldn't have been just sitting around on 40 health. Now it's looking better. That was tough. Hero's Feast and But max hit points 12. Tough, Hero's Feast, and the Amulet of Greater Health definitely have doubled my HP from level 11 to...
The jailer will swallow you whole if you take another
from level
step.
10 to 12.
It's time to fight it!
I really don't love these guys. I find it pretty scary. Alright, so the main thing, boots of striding, stay concentrating, can't go wrong with that. What have I got? 8? I'm just going to do this. So if I mess something up at the start of the fight, I'm concentrating. And then we'll send in this guy. Must take a short rest. There you go. He didn't get his invis back. Oh, he can't press the button. Damn it. Alright, so I learned earlier that he absolutely can teleport while stealthing, so that's pretty cool. But that doesn't avoid that they might be patrolling. Did he die? Oh. I thought maybe an air myrmidon wouldn't fall into a chasm. My bad. Learn something new every day. And I'm not in combat? Oh, of course. I bring out a new one? I don't know if any are particularly good versus, obviously not fire, versus Raphael. I mean, it's gotta be the air. He's gonna be vulnerable to stun. It's really hard to hit Raphael, but this guy has decent attack rolls. Alright, let's try this again. Warp doesn't drop invis. Warp doesn't drop stealth. That's great news. Stunned. Nice. Alright. And he's gonna... Alright. Surprise, surprise, surprised. Okay. Then I bring in me. A little bit of blasting. Oh, these guys should not be following. What are they doing? Do they have any particular vulnerabilities? Nope. Alright, now we're in the fight. I can't think of anything useful Dryad can do, so she could just hang back and melee if they come to visit. Us at least has a ranged attack, but he's probably going to get blasted off the platform. And Woodward's not doing much useful either. I wonder if he can drop his entangle on this. No, it has to be a pure hostile. He needs a target and it has to be red, which is really annoying. Oh, I guess she can drop hers. May as well. They're not going to step on it. but it'll give him a place he can regen, and maybe I'll go around the other side.
Well, so much for peace.
Okay. They're moving on. Alright, so they're all skipping. They'll be safe for 1 turn. This is still my first turn. Moonbeam. Can't reach anyone with breath, can I?
Time to press ahead.
No. Reflective Shell affects a lot more things than I would have expected sometimes. Like I think it worked on Lightning Bolt. Shocked me. So I'm keen to use it just to see what happens. Right, he'll take another shot. So he's going last next turn. So he needs to get off this platform. I maybe should have too. There's 2 imps ahead of me, but we'll see. So that guy's skipping, but it would be nice to kill him. I think I'll stay focus firing. Paranoid Dreams 5, that gives him some extra ability. When it's next attacked, it will Ocular Nightmare, which is a massive AoE. Does all kinds of nasty stuff. But fortunately it is when he's attacked, so there's a bit of controlling it. Unfortunately I put a moonbeam on him, so less controlling it. Wow, okay. What? that was crazy. That was crazy. But he Eldritch blasted me. It was reflected and it hit the spectator and it knocked the spectator off, and the spectator can fly, so he returned to where he was and went back into the left and re-entered the moonbeam. But yeah, I wouldn't have even thought Eldritch Blast was a projectile. Projectiles targeted as creature are reflected back to their point of origin. And I guess in that's dangerous though, the fact that, you know, I could have hit one of my allies because of the fact it hit the spectator, not the person who launched it. That was really handy here, but the sort of thing that could backfire. Anyway, I need to be off this platform and somewhere safer feeling.
At the ready.
It's like the only part of the room I feel safe, like against a wall near no chasms. I'm not sure if I love or hate that they buffed these guys. They were weirdly lame. You know, it's a bit weird when you're in Act 3 and you're fighting these monsters where they're just like in the way, trash mobs. Definitely a lot of the flaming fist fights are a bit like that, where they're like less scary than Moonrise. So on one hand, I think, yeah, this fight was a bit underwhelming before, and the new abilities on the Spectator are cool. But on the other hand, sometimes I want to get to the real boss. Alright, he's frightened. What's her health? I think it's pretty safe to AoE her. I've done this before, so I hope it. Oh, what are you doing? That scared me. My God, what have I done? I guess she's out of combat, so she's taking damage every... Her chains are taking damage every turn, every out of combat turn. But they appear to be immune. Yeah, I wouldn't do that again. Hanging back. That was clever AI. They moved into the range for auto crit. Sometimes I've seen them not, or even worse, like move out. They're like, oh, you're crowd controlled. I'll get away from here. Okay. Only on Paranoid Dreams 1. This was her moment. Oh no. That was fire randomized a creature that moves within 6. Fight on me. Not too worried about that. Good roll though. Yeah, I got freedom of movement on. Good. Alright, this guy's out. So Well, I triggered panicked moving in. Let's hope still okay. Yeah, I thought so. Fuddled. I think I tried that before on my Swarm Keeper, teleporting into range. Nope, nope, nope. Oh. I wanted to get closer, but not close enough to trigger. There we go, that should have him sorted. Probably press the button. Oh, we got one guy left. Let's reposition. Oh, he's already gone. My bad. I think I'm using the faucet after this anyway. What just happened there? Oh, that wasn't me using the omen? Not seen that animation. 85 or 95. Whew, pretty scary. So one last look around in case there's a sneaky imp. It's a bit annoying, it's gonna cancel Markoheshkir buff. Very spooky indeed.
Free! Don't hold back. I blush if that.
I've never died here, unlike in some other places with chasms. I've died jumping into Worm's Rock, I've died in the Shadowfell heaps. Well, a few times. But this always makes me nervous, even though I haven't fallen off this cliff. It just feels like a yet. Alrighty. Big fight now.
No traps,
It's one of the
please.
ones I'm more worried about. Probably Savarok in this. And I do feel like this will make Savarok and Orin. Oh. So he didn't get healed up? Buddy, does he have to be closer?
I wish to live in more interesting times.
Nope. That is mildly annoying. I guess I'll heal him. Yeah, in Shadowfell, some people have died just taking the lift. They said in the latest patch notes they fixed that, but the little disc that takes you down, some people just jumped on it, clicked it, and then they like fell through it and died. Very sad day. That hasn't happened to me. I was jumping around. Oh yeah, I died Shadowfell jumping, remember? And yeah, I died in the gauntlet, jumping between rock platforms and things too. Yeah, it sucks, and you can play on, but it doesn't, it feels like it's got asterisks on it anyway, so it's more fun to, yeah, very much like a full raid wipe elevator. It's when people rage quit, right? Alright, what do we got? We want Dryad. And some of them were killed and resummoned, so I could do Hero's Feast again. Well, this, I mean, this kind of feels almost exploitative. I guess I could do Hero's Feast all day long for infinite food, but I think we got enough. And I've mostly stopped picking it up. What else do we have? Any aid? Nope. The right weapon on. Alright, leave it at that, I guess. Dryad, Woodward, yeah. I don't want to go overboard. If I bring in too many things, I won't be able to manage them as well. Could have done us earlier, but oh well. And, oh, and long striders. Strider.
Let's move.
Alright, and we're in dragon form, happy with that. So my main gambit is just gonna be that Moonbeam doesn't trigger their radiant retort. And so that'll do the trick, that's the hope. We've got fire resist, but I know it doesn't work against a lot of his best attacks. Colorless glow, yeah. striding. I can't think of anything I need to avoid with striding, but yeah. Yeah, she got blasted turn 1 last time I was here. I'm trying to think of something that will just get her out of the... I'm just going to try to get her out of the room. I got 4 glows of vulnerability. Normally I feel like cheap using them, because they kind of can trivialize a lot of fights. But they feel more earned in this one, because I didn't buy them from vendors. So they were RNG, so it's not like I can plan around them. I could globe. Or I was thinking... could start with her invisibility or something in some kind of protective buff. She also can drink. She can buff and drink things as well. AC 20 already. Can't have armor equipped. Okay. Well, I didn't know you had armor equipped. Sheesh. I could give it like a fire resist or a alert elixir.
All right, what now?
Anyone else could use elixirs? Myrmidon's only strength 18. These guys are just, they're not gonna last long. Being fire vulnerable. Yeah, I think even if you try to leave her back, she is teleported into the room. Maybe everyone does when you click on the portal.
Time to rest.
Other pre-buffs, that would be nice. See, I'm likely to go first, but I guess I can... maybe she can do that herself. I think she can concentrate. I think she can cast scrolls and concentrate.
Is that blood?
That should give them a bit of disadvantage attacking.
One day,
Alright.
catch a break.
Dash.
I've got a long road ahead.
Dash. Leap. Let's just
Let's see
go.
what this does.
In my world, in my house, there I will not abide it.
I'm not.
It's the you would. It's
This.
come on.
My name is Jörg. These are, they help me.
You did, and what? If you have any
So
last
it's bad news for
words,
Yoga
make
though.
it quick. It will only take a moment. Now, down comes the claw.
One. She rolled a 1. Bad news for Yoga because I plan to leave the room And he usually dies when I do that. I'm planning to go back to the doorway. Miss. It's nice some of them shooting here. Me. Last time I think like 6 of them all shot her. And that was that. I could also Dimension Door take her out. But she does have the protection from good and evil. I think that'll keep her alive. So yeah, let's read his ability. The Radiant. Radiant, whatever. Where is it? Does it not apply to him? It's on these guys. Fleeting Protection. Raphael will deal double back as fire if you hit his buddies with Radiant. But not him? Interesting. Not ready to test it.
No more deals, it's over. The final act, you're doomed. No more grace, it's over. This house of hope.
Did I get my jump on? Yeah, got my jump on. Alright, and then I got all the buddies. Let's bring them in. No way he's getting in. Oh. You missing abilities? What's going on here? The split. Anyway, can I get there without walking into vision? No, not a chance. Not even maybe. I may as well fly in and teleport out. Dryad can wait probably till we get out of the room. She's going to drop spike growth. Us is not doing anything.
Another fight. Let's go.
Alright, let's just test this out, I guess. Right, what's worst case it does? Worst case it does 60 damage and he reflects 120. Worst case. Or worst case they all walk into it and then they all trigger it and that all goes to me. But I just don't think that's how Moonbeam works. Okay, well definitely he didn't retaliate. As expected, because he didn't have that listed. And then I'm getting out. Is that the best use of the bonus? This or a heal?
Detected and
General rule, getting further away better than healing. Not getting hits better than
Need to find a way
spending resources to
forward.
top of part of that hit. That's my cool principle. Ah, on the Woodward. Goodbye, Woodward. Any hit on him, I guess, is hope staying on full, which is nice. Alright, and what's his chance to hit? That's pretty good. Let me bloody flail, though. I should have been more careful where I placed my moonbeam. Alright, only 2 more and Raphael to shoot her. Very good word. Oh no, 50. That's his full health bar. 41. That's really quite nice. He has no resistance to it. And he failed his save. He's not going to fail his save every time though. Yeah, he rolled a 3. That's it. It's 50-50. Ultimo Adesti, as he says. Okay, she's getting out. Oh, she can banish? Banish. Oop. And then jump. Oh, nice jump. Oops, didn't mean to move him. Realistically, he's not doing anything. He's done Dryad, could spikes. But then her job's gonna, if the spikes are being useful, she should be as far away as possible because any of the Cambions can one-shot her. But that's what I mean with this strat. This isn't great news for Yoga, who I'm kind of leaving in the room with all of them. And Myrmidon got shot a lot more than I expected. Possible I should have kept him back a bit. Alright, and this, so the moment the first test was, does the Radiant retort? Raphael doesn't have it, but does this affect me? This could do up to 120 back at me as well. No. Okay, you can see the 0. 0 was fire damage being dealt to the moonbeam. Well, 0, but because it's immune, because it's not a real target. But that means you know for sure that it's trying to hit the moonbeam. It's not going to go back at the caster of the moonbeam. Is it top up? And I don't want to overrun back because I want to move the moonbeam every turn. I would love to see if this guy can land a stun on Raphael, but it's not likely. And he's better off getting out. He already took a lot more damage than I hoped. I was hoping he was out of range of most of these guys and that they'd have to move up to hit him.
You should never have come.
Alright, who's injured? Hope. And Air Myrmidon, so she could heal. Oh, he's on full as well. We can get rid of him. I thought Devour Intellect did damage. Whoops. Yes, not. She doesn't want to move up because the spikes are in an okay spot. Could they be further back? Maybe. Maybe next turn. Yoga knocked one into Moonbeam, that's a very solid move. Alright, so I gotta be careful, don't get tempted to use the radiant attacks except for Moonbeam. Let's hit him with something else.
Have to keep going.
There's Raphael. Look good. That's hitting a lot of my buddies, I think. That'd be nice if they were out of the way. What's Air Myrmidon's resists though? They all have lightning. Yeah. Don't really want to hit my own team. Alright, so we copped a bit of Radiant Retort because we're wearing the Callous Glow Ring and we're putting a bit of divine damage on them. 2 on Raphael there. Well, that was Punished Divinity. Okay. After taking Radiant, he's allowed to drain. Oof. stun the attacker. Alright, so I saved to that. I should not trigger that again. So moonbeaming him good, hitting him with divine bad. Didn't even see it there. Alright, what else we got this turn? Still tempted to breathe on this guy, even though I know that it'll hit me for double. I'll just stay there. Alright, getting out of there to clear the way for AoEs and stuff, and also because the data will probably explode. Flames of Avernus. He did it on yoga. Was a pretty good move by them. Should have taken him out earlier. Alright, that broke protection from evil, so we could put up some other concentration. Target is out of sight? Really? It was worth topping up. Oh, I should have done the Myrmidon for sure. I don't think she can help safely, so she'll just stay back. Can't believe I let that guy live a whole turn. Alright, fleeting protection. What's that one again? Oh, and this condition ends. So if he doesn't have fleeting protection, I can finish him. Off near Raphael. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try it. Cool. Saved to incinerate. 18 even when you save. Okay. That's a bow. Not bad. This little guy's in trouble. Devilishly strong fleeting protection. Alright, so again this guy doesn't have the protection, so he could be killed with a dazzling breath. I guess that happens if he's been moonbeamed. Let's do more of that. Do more moonbeams. Yeah, that removes the protection. And I'll hit that one, but not the other, because I don't want to cop the retaliation. Sure, let's make it fail. And then fly out. Alright, we really want them to come forward.
Carry me.
Another one down. Can I cover Raphael with this? Looks good. He's running back to his room to heal. What's the range on these heals? That's really good. That's not as good. Yeah, well. Unlucky. Alright, so we just got one ad. Raphael, Yoga's still up. Beguiled invisibility, that's good for him. Alright, I've got to go in. Oh, I guess we'll pick this guy off. And Myrmidon can take him, hopefully. I'll get close for next turn, but not go in.
No choice but to keep going.
I've got to be moving up, so may as well cancel these spikes. Cancel the spikes.
Come on. Can't
And
stay
I'm heading
idle.
back in the room. So he's got 5 charges. That feels close enough. Oh, silenced. In my own vortex. Consume 7 charges. No, you'll hang back. She'll creep up.
One day I'll catch a break.
So if I hit him directly with Radiant, I'm at risk of getting stunned. So I might unequip that. Being good versus the other guys, but if it means my lightning spells are going to do radiant, then it's probably not helpful. He could move his raging vortex, maybe. That'd allow the other guys to get through a lot better. I'll put him on the other side of the room. Seven souls. 4 souls. I don't want to get AoE too bad, but it might be happening. Looks like I can't hit this without hitting my character, so let's go for it anyway, I think. Are we doing something to stop his healing? Or just burn through it? There's the fly.
Can't slow down.
Oh, the tune's back. I should be thinking about this more. When I place the moonbeam, I should make the attack spot for the Ellie obvious. I can get in there without without moonbeaming myself.
Hell has its laws.
74.
Hell, effect in the cause. Curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, squirm, for now down here come the claws. You have fought. Brave, brave, but it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought. Doomed, detected, and caught. No more deals, it's over. The final act, you're doomed. No more grace.
What did he do there?
This house of hope.
He shot himself? Like trying to rocket jump? It's a bit on the low side of the damage I need, but it's making progress. Might haste at some point, but we're getting there. Claws, okay. That's a bit cute. I want to get in and bless the Myrmidon, but maybe next turn I'll try to get him in a better position for that. He doesn't need to do anything this turn. There's no adds to control. Entangled, okay, whatever. Alright, so I'll put the bee on the near side.
protected.
And then I'll teleport closer to Coop, so there's possibility she can re-bless us. Maybe heal as well. I don't think there's a good bonus action. Oh yeah, we could he may move away, so it might be good to have a poison on that affects him. Wizard Bane or so if we get an attack of opportunity, does this something a little extra? For about 50, but we're doing over 50, so this is gonna be a slog, but I'll get in with this approach. It's the range of Bless. Like not enough. Well, I'd like it, but I don't need it as bad, and she can recast it. So step in, Bless, which I can't see Yoga. Two target Bless and top up that guy. Back away. Good job, Yoga. 8. Concentration broke Moonbeam. That's just the end of the 10 turns. Combat round 11. So, getting there. It's a free cast. I think I have a good use of my bonus actions here. So the Moonbeam alone did him 54, so if he's healing every second turn for 50, he won't last too long.
Hell has its roar. Hell. Effect in the cores, curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, for now down here come the claws.
I vaguely remember that Maragon was actually incredibly dangerous from a previous attempt because one of his attacks would flame feeble, there it is. Vulnerable to fire. So if he applies that and then Raphael hits you with something big, bad news. I might focus him down.
Fools, how hard you have fought. Brave, brave, but it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought. Doomed, detected, and caught. No more deals, it's over.
Try to position and entice him to come through the main beam. Probably won't.
No more grace, it's over. This house of hope.
He's out of the silence. This is just to make sure this guy lives another turn. Oh, that was that play. There we go. Heal. That was about 50 again. Maybe she should move in to try to... I don't know. To put the fire out. There you go. Moving in to see if I can heal the Myrmidon up next turn. Yoga did 17, that's good. I guess I'll drink a potion, although I feel super concerned. Maybe we'll move away. Been going for the stun the whole fight. Yay, we got one. That might position us well to heal up. And then spread out again. From Yoga. Alright, so can he retaliate while stunned? That's one of the questions. I'm pretty sure. Sure he can't. Well, we won't find out this turn. I'll just redo Moonbeam. I think he still skips this turn. Alongside that bless, that's fine. She can hang back. Alright, so now we're learning. Oh, we'll try to get the stun again first. Saved, beguiled. Good. And we'll get him out of there. And away from hope.
Still breathing.
Alright, but I'm learning. Oh, I wanted to learn if he could retaliate while stunned. I know he can retaliate while not stunned. Alright, never mind. What do I think it could do? I think it could do up... Oh no, it's the one that says he can stun you. Punish Divinity. When he hit with Radiant, he can stun the attacker, leaving them wrenched. And he has to do another pillar. Incapacitated, soul drain at will. Doesn't sound good. Can't be paralyzed or restrained. That's maybe different, not sure. Anyway, I won't do it. Curious, but not curious. Curious enough to risk dying. And I got one more turn of haste. And nothing obvious to do. Maybe just get distance, maybe make him move.
Away I go.
And add. Looking for yoga.
Hell has
Close to getting him.
Effect in the cause, curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, squirm, for now down here come the claws.
Lives, all mortal lives, expire. Souls go to their dooms in the lake forevermore.
17, 16, so probably not killing him this turn.
But it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought, doomed, detected, and caused.
Can't attack your charmer, forgot about that. We'll move the beam on him.
No more deals, it's over. The final act, you're doomed. No more grace, it's over. This house of hope.
Well, I go into lethargy unless I rehaste, but Doesn't sound that scary. But it will extend the fight. What could he do in 2 turns? Safer. There's not too many scarier fights. I'm still worried about Answer and... Answer? Not worried about Answer. I'm worried about Orin and... Sevarok. And maybe Gortash more than usual. Anyway, 115, let's focus. I'll mostly ignore that boar. It looked like it said 53, it's just 53. Come on, Yoga. Looks like he's out of resources or something. Maybe out of arrows. Oh, we've got a Myrmidon. We'll try to get the stun on. Teleport out.
Another fight. Let's go.
Thirty, 17. He moved out and back in. What a legend. Let's slow roll this to heal up. Yeah. I didn't expect Yoga to live. I kind of abandoned him in the room with all the Cambions. Fleeting protection. Does this still work? It does. Seems kind of bullshit. If affected entity is attacked with radiant damage, Raphael's protection. Okay, so he buffed them, but died. Alright. Alright, fine. Not total bullshit, I suppose. I'm going into lethargy. Second divine intervention, right? What does that do? Camp supplies. That'll get a kill, don't do that. Resurrect everyone and restore allies as if they long rested. Thy servant grants you a legendary weapon, but then she'll probably have it equipped or I won't be able to get it. Nor do I really want it. Good job, everyone. Actually,
It's absolutely
Yoga and Hope.
preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming. Then we're not just fine, we're spectacular. What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day.
Pretty late here for me. That took longer than I
Got my persistent
expected.
curl.
Thought the moonbeam would
It is not
kick
right,
his
but she
ass.
died.
It did good, but
And that makes me want to weep
took a
an
while.
ocean.
because I was letting him heal.
When we were children, she always kept the last piece
I
of
don't think
pastry
there's
for
any way
me
to save her.
and bloodied the nose of the bullies
Yoga
who
one
pulled
shots
my
her
hair.
first turn.
She was my sister, but as a wise woman, and despite all the...
For the first time since you heard her voice, Hope seems calm, and the peace flowed.
No. And I...
Alright, we got these gloves, but probably won't use them. That icon new? Huh. I've never noticed it on the portraits. I mean, I'm choosing a quest reward. Anyway, yeah, these are good for unarmed.
What path lies before me?
And then Yoga joins you in the end fight now.
No, and you.
Something good here, I hope.
Yes, I was mainly here because I thought it'd be the biggest upgrades. I thought this armor would help. See what that looks like. So at the moment we're 22 AC, going up by 4, but a lot of the times the enemies have at least 2 orbs, often 6 or more. So this, yeah, for unorbed enemies, this is a massive defensive buff, but for orbed enemies, they will hit me more. So, especially AoEs, where I've been able to apply Dazzling Breath a few turns, I think will be better overall at starter fights, and I like that it's less 3 damage from all sources. Yeah, good point, thanks. Safe to put our ring back on. I'll check my gear before I do the next fight. I think I'm gonna try the Hag tomorrow. That was success though. Oh yeah, and how does the fly work? I've not really used it. Fly. Bonus action, long rest. Okay. Got it. So it's just like a fly potion, a potion of fly every day. That's good. That's really good for me, because I have no potion of fly. And I do have this little fly. Other things. But proper fly will be good for Savarok, I think. You get a lot more distance floating over walking. Right. And yeah, we're fully spell slot restored. Thanks to the Divine Intervention. I can charge into another fight next session.
So you wormed your way into the Devil's Lair. I have already told you that the Githyanki Prince only wants to see you dead. You are for that we must not make the same mistake. And what? And even if you survived him, what of the act upon your disbelief? It is.
We don't trust the Emperor. Alright, what am I going to do about this encumbrance though? That armor weighs 20. New problem, get rid of the luminous. Can go to camp to get most of these that I'm unlikely to use again. Orpheus camo we'll need later, don't want to forget that. Not too much crap it seems. This item, spider egg sac, I get every game and never use it. I need 10 arrows that I never use. It's a lot of little things, isn't it? Oh damn. Definitely have trouble letting go of items.
Left, right, down the stairs, and oh, was it up the stairs?
That's what I'm gonna do next time. Barren's Co-op. We'll do the Hag quest. Anywho, logging off for now. Thanks all for hanging out. Still in honor mode. I think these upgrades, greater health and Helldusk, will make a big difference. Feel like the build's pretty much complete.